What's up, guys? Jades Corner back here again for another Fantasy Fights video. And in today's matchup, if you saw my community tab post yesterday, it's going to be Alpha Scott versus Liam Dunbar. This is going to be a quick video assessing the two. It's not going to take that long at all because we already know who the winner of this is. But it's a question that many people in the community still have concerns over, and they're still kind of vague on. So I figure I'll give you the definitive answer in this video. So sit back, relax, and let's get into who would win between True Alpha Scott McCall and Liam Dunbar. So the winner of this fight, in my opinion, would easily be True Alpha Scott McCall, and the basis for why I make this decision is going to be referring to Season 5, Episode 10, which is the Season 5 mid-season finale. Not even going to mention the name in this video because I'll probably butcher it, but you know which fight I'm talking about. It's the fight in the library during the supermoon between Liam and Scott. Now, a lot of people say that Scott McCall is weak because he lost to his own beta. And here's where everybody who mentions that argument is stupid and forgetting. Scott McCall was given literally more than at least 2 weeks of Wolfsbane through his inhaler by Theo Rakin, so that Theo Rakin can weaken him enough so that he could take advantage of the supermoon, take control of Liam through manipulating him, making him not believe Scott anymore, so that Liam could do most of the damage to take out Scott, because Theo's not as strong as Liam, and Theo could take Scott's spark and become an alpha, which, he wouldn't have been able to do anyway because he's not an actual werewolf. He's a chimera. You all know chimeras are the dollar store, Dollar Tree versions of supernaturals created by the Dread Doctor. So, yeah, a lot of people say Scott McCall will lose because of that fight. And that's not necessarily the case. Scott, throughout that entire fight, knew the circumstances that he was in with Liam, didn't have any intention of killing Liam, so he wasn't going all out against him. Meanwhile, Liam was fully raged out and even powered up by the supermoon, and Scott McCall was holding back literally the entirety of the fight. He really only started to shift and started to push back against Liam, preventing him from killing him, which ultimately ended up not being the case. And Liam didn't kill him, of course, but he did most of the damage, as I mentioned before, when he had enough of Liam beating him up, and he turned and faced the moon and mustered up enough strength to have a little bit of strength to push back Liam. But other than that, if Scott McCall was not on the Wolfsbane, Liam would literally have been Liam literally would have gotten bodied, bro. Like, it's not even funny how bad Liam would have jobbed out to Scott, seeing that we've seen Scott take on Belasco and get ambushed by him in Season 5, Episode 1, and even though it looked like Scott was going to lose because, he didn't know Belasco had the talents that could siphon power, the man literally stood up, broke his arm to the point where his bone ripped through his arm, and you literally visibly saw his bone, and he had to run away from the fight. So, yeah, Scott McCall is no slouch. We've literally seen him rip bones out of people's flesh using a little bit of his strength. And the fact that people think Scott McCall is weak and that he would lose to Liam because they misinterpret and don't pay attention to details in the show and go based off the Season 5 fight is absolutely asinine to me and doesn't make any sense. If you even pay attention to continuity within the series and you pay attention to statements characters making, you pay attention to character decisions, you know damn well Scott McCall would take out Liam any day of the week as an alpha, and Liam Dunbar loses 100% of the time against Scott. Like I mentioned before, Scott was full of Wolfsbane in his system, so he was nowhere near full capacity. If he was full capacity, he would have been able to do away with Liam in the easiest way possible and subdued him quickly, probably within like a few seconds to maybe a minute, due to Liam being powered up and Liam being even more supercharged than when Boyd and Cora were powered up during the Season 3 Part 1 events, when, they had to trap him in the school and then Derek went to sacrifice himself to stop them from killing Jennifer Blake. So, yeah, easy winner of this video is True Alpha Scott McCall, but only reason I made this is because people have been clamoring for this in the comments. They want to know who the definitive winner is, and the definitive winner, based on logic, common sense, facts shown throughout the show, facts heard throughout the show, and just overall just knowing how powerful True Alpha Scott McCall is from seeing his feats on the show, Scott McCall wins this easily, and it's not even a contest, not even a debate, not even an argument. And you can't really make an argument for Liam winning in any situation against Scott at all. Unless Liam became an alpha himself, then I would say he'd actually have a chance. But that's going to do it for this video. Make sure you guys leave a like if you liked my analysis on this versus battle. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and turn on post notifications. We are at 4,450 subs, 50 more subscribers until we are officially at the halfway point to reaching 5,000 subscribers, which is absolutely crazy. Thank you guys for tuning into this video. As always, I appreciate you guys taking your time today to watch this video. It really means a lot. And without further ado, I'm Jades Corner. And before I get out of here, just gotta mention, I mentioned this in the timeline video towards the end. I know a lot of people haven't had the chance to see that video yet, but when you do, you'll know what I'm talking about. 10-year anniversary posters are still available on my website. I know a lot of people were asking earlier in the year, when can they buy them? Will they be able to buy them? They've been up literally for like 11 months on the website. So if you want to get your last few copies of the 10-year anniversary posters, website link is going to be in the description down below, and you guys can go to my website, buy them. They're on sale for $5. The posters go off the store on December 31st. So after December 31st, you will no longer be able to buy them at all. So buy them while you still can, and if you have the money to afford them, of course. But I'm Jades Corner. Make sure you guys have a great rest of your day. Peace, love, and positivity, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Deuces.